Hi, this is Bill Victor with VictorFitnessSystems.com, and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about how to do sit-ups without hurting your tailbone. The tailbone is that terminal end of the spine, also known as the coccyx, that's a very small pointed bone. Of course, when we sit on our backside incorrectly, we end up putting a tremendous amount of pressure on the tailbone as it drives into the floor. When we do a sit-up, we're even more vulnerable, especially if we feel a need to come up to 90 degrees when we sit up every time. Perhaps one of the most important things to start off doing when you do a sit-up and not hurt your tailbone is to remember that you want to keep your knees up. When the knees are up, what we're able to do is to relax a muscle in our back called the psoas. When the knees are up, we're able to lie down and keep our back completely straight. When the legs are straight out, we can see that it's much easier for ourselves to rise up through the low back or for the low back to arch, and we sit up on a much smaller surface just on our backside and onto the coccyx. So the first step would be to bend your knees. Secondly, before you start the sit-up, you want to think of pushing your low back against the floor. This creates a larger surface area and decreases the pressure seen on the tailbone. Lastly, and most importantly, is that people understand that in order to do a successful sit-up, you don't need to come up to 90 degrees. I often encourage my clients when they sit up to just try and get their shoulder blades high enough off the ground so that their abdominal muscles feel engaged. Remember, knees bent, low back pushed against the ground, and getting the shoulder blades off the ground will take a lot of pressure off your tailbone. This has been Bill Victor with Victor Fitness Systems. Make today a great workout.